National Anthem of Nepal. Thank you, and I request to play National Anthem of India. Thank you. I request to Shri Prashant Patil to escort Rotarian Anil Khai.
Patil for giving the warm welcome. May I request the President of the host club, Rotarian Vandana Vakchore. She'll welcome the honorable speakers while giving the floral bouquet. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Thank you so much. This morning we journey inward to the peace of mind, body, and community. Let's welcome our speakers who embody service above self in every sense. Peace is not merely external, it begins with the human heart and mind. Our next guest embodies this truth through her lifelong commitment to emotional balance and mental wellness. Please welcome PTG Rotarian C.T. Subeda from RC Central Damansara, RI District 3300, Malaysia, to speak on the topic mental well-being. Before she comes in, may I request Rotarian Varsha PT to introduce PDG Rotarian C.T. Subeda.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's my pleasure to introduce a truly inspiring Rotarian, past district governor, Rotarian, Siti Subeda Mustafa from the Rotary Club of Central Damansara, District 3300, Malaysia. Rotarian Siti joined Rotary in 1999 as a charter member of her club, and ever since she has been an exceptional ambassador of Rotary's value. She served as district governor in Rotary year 2015 and 16, a year graced by the theme Be a Gift to the World. Over the years, she has held several pivotal leadership roles, including district trainer, district Rotary Foundation chair 2021-24, and district representative to the Rotary International Council of Legislation. She has also contributed significantly as a member of the Rotary International Assembly Learning Team for 2 consecutive years, 2023 and 2024. What truly distinguishes Rotarian Siti in her unwavering commitment to service? She continues to lend her expertise to district
To eliminate because life has to go through with conflict. Otherwise, we will not go through life. Life in itself is a conflict. But how do we manage those conflicts? So it is so important to understand that our mental is as important as peace. And these two cannot be separated, nor should it be separated. So let's look at two significant areas of inner peace. We were so privileged to visit the center, right, mediation center, and that sort of gave us in the mode of getting into learning about self-realization, how to calm ourselves. But how about all Rotarians who are not into meditation? How do we do it on a daily basis, right? When we wake up in the morning, the first thing you think, oh, we've got this project. I've got this president to manage. I've got this governor's visit. I've got this club. I've got this community. I have to raise $3,000 or, I've got my foundation target of 3 million, right? So we are thinking about all this, but this is part of our service. So where do our stress level builds in? So let's look at the inner scaffolding of peace and the inner scaffolding of the compass of leadership. Because remember, every Rotarian is a leader. And that's why we are Rotarians. So the inner scaffolding of peace, I'm just looking at it at three basic elements. Something that every one of us can understand. Emotional resilience, psychological safety, and the courage to face our inner landscape. That's the biggest problem, every one of us. That we cannot face our own weaknesses, our own challenges, and therefore we just absorbed it into ourselves, right? So let's look at emotional resilience. It's the ability to balance stress after a conflict. I said, we go through conflict, and conflict is a form of way of life. It's a necessity as we progress. But how do we balance it? How do we balance that stress, and how do we manage that conflict? Because if we are not resilient leaders and be able to create stability in that conflict, we start with ourselves. Because the conflict I have with another member of my club, I will need to resolve that. If I have a conflict with my club members, we need to resolve that. If club members have got conflict within themselves, how do we resolve that? So it escalates from ourselves right to the community that we going to serve. So the decision process, the relationship that we build in is very, very crucial. everything is not about us. It's about us and others. Remember, we have to care for ourselves first before we care for others. It's not being selfish. It's not. It's the ability for us to know that we love ourselves. We have to love ourselves first. That is the strength, the resilience that we must have before we love someone else. Right? If I don't love my husband first, don't love myself first, how do I love my husband? Who's sitting right in front of me here. So that's emotional resilience we must have. And then we talked about psychological safety. I'm not sure whether we've got any psychologists here, psychiatrists or counselors, but my friends, having gone through or being in Rotary for almost 30 years, we are all psychologists in our own way. We are all counselors in our own way. We may not be professionals, but because we deal with the community, before you do a global grant, you do needs assessment, right? And what does our needs assessment entail? It's going down the ground to see the problems of the community, the needs of the community, before we even embark to apply for a grant. Because we're addressing what the community needs and not what we want and not we need. There are some who don't because they feel that they want to. The president says, this year I'm going to do A to Z, and stress herself or himself up because he wants to achieve, stress his members up, stretch his members up, not realizing the community actually don't need that. They need something else, right? So when we look at safety, psychological safety, we look at non-judgmental, but we look at how do we see things outside to be able to bring that into our fold. So we need to encourage openness in our members, hear what they want, not what we want. Even Rotary International, they start imposing or coming up with COL policy, stuff like that. We in Asia, we have a different social and cultural balance. It's not the same as the Western world, right? So when they come up with policies, do we voice that is not something relevant to us? We have to look at that. Doesn't mean Rotary National comes up with policies that we have to be able to accept it. But if it's not relevant to our social and cultural behavior, our own chemistry, how do we accept doing it? A very good example, DEI. DEI in Asia is perceived differently than DEI in America or in Europe. And I used to tell RI when I'm there, I said, we practice DEI during my great-grandfather's years in Malaysia. Because we live in a multi-racial community. We respect each other's culture. We don't serve food that our neighbors do not eat. That is DEI. We include everybody into our culture. And I'm sure in India, in Pakistan, everywhere in Asia, that is our hospitality, that is our culture, which is different from what you see in the Western world. So when they introduced DEI to cater to the Western culture, we have been practicing it for years in Asia. So that is why DEI in Rotary is fall flat, and now it's out of the system. So we need to voice these things out as leaders in Rotary, because we want to feel that we should be doing something right. But if in ourselves, we are not doing it right, then we ourselves are not being fair to the community, not to ourselves. So the next one we talk about is, again, the courage to explore yourself. you must be able to confront your fears. As leaders, you're going to take on positions as governors, as I'm sure many RI directors coming up from India. For us, it's very limited, only 8 years once we have an opportunity in Asia, not in our zone, but just president's level, governance level. The fear of leadership, the fear of failure, the fear that your Rotarians will not accept you. How do you stand out there and talk about Rotary? Talk about the passion that we all have, the passion to serve. So that fear, we need to overcome that, get it out of the system. And that's why that morning ritual of self-realization of what you need to do, what you want to do, and what you want to face, you need to come to terms with yourself. Once you have that inner peace, and once you realize that, I think we all can go far in whatever you're going to do once you step out of your house. Right? I'm sure all of us Rotarians, the moment we have a project out there, we're also excited to be there. Because the moment you see a face of a child, face of someone who is blind, but your presence is going to help them to see. That emotional reaction means a lot to you, as to them. Okay. So when we move forward a little bit, can we talk about leadership? In combining this session both as a Rotary leader and why it's important to look after our own well-being, because we have got eminent speakers yesterday who talked about peace as a holistic thing, as a global thing. I'm just addressing something to go back to basics, to the fundamentals of we as Rotarians. Our leadership is very, very crucial to the organization. I think Chari and myself, we had a chat on the first day about the change in Rotary these days. From the type of members who join us, the sustainability of membership, the new membership policies, the flexibility in membership, the flexibility of running your clubs. And for us who have been in Rotary for more than 15, 20 years, we see those changes. And those changes do affect us very much because we are not able to sustain our members because it has become a policy that you can bring in anybody you want. You can attend twice a month a meeting is fine. So those Rotary, I would say, values have changed. And because of those values that change, people who are Rotary today has a different perspective on what we were used to. So we as leaders in Rotary, we need to first see sustainability. We have to be compassionate and of course transformative. When we talk about mental well-being, we must lead with clarity rather than pressure. So if you want your club members, like RI want us to do something, there must be clarity in whatever. So as leaders, we must have that clarity. Otherwise, our members get so confused, just like how Rotary International is sending us so many information that it changes every time. Right? So as Rotarians, we have that opportunity to bring up this. And we inspire by cooperation rather than instruction. Okay, so those are the things. And then we talk about how the ripple effect of inner peace goes in. It starts with healthy relationships. And building those relationships are very crucial. We all have different personalities. We all have different strengths. And we all have different weaknesses. And we must have the ability to recognize that every member of our club, every member of our organization for that matter, your workforce, are all different. And you must be able to understand those strengths and weaknesses that they have and encourage their strength rather than build on their weaknesses and try to always, talk about their weaknesses. Why should we do that? Why can't we talk more about their strength? Right? It gives them those encouragement and becomes harmony. That's one way of creating harmony. So once you create harmony in your club, in your organization, that's where sustainability comes in. People want to stay because your president is such a caring person. It's not about her, it's about her members. It's not about her, it's about the members' family. Little things like this matters. So when we have these traits, when we practice this within ourselves, can you imagine the power that you have created for yourself would go so far out there that you can reach every individual who you can now transform those values that you have, especially to our youth. We are forgetting that they are not the future, they are the present. We always say our youth is the future, they are not. They are the present. And we do not engage with them, we do not bring them into our fold, we do not show them care and concern through leadership, they are going to be away from us. The digital world is going to take them away from us. So we need to be in the digital world to be with them, not bring them into our world. We have to change that concept. So peace is not about the absence of conflict. Peace is the presence of clarity. Once people are clear of what the situation is, what your needs are, what is your plan for the club, there won't be conflict. They will ask you, why do you do this? Have an answer. Not say, no, I just want to do it. There are some leaders who say, no, that's my vision. My vision is to do this. But is that the vision of the club members? It's not. Right? So we must get that inclusion if we were to do something. So creating clarity is very, very important in building peace. And just to share with you, if you're looking at this background, this was my visit to Kenya in a safari. I was like, when I was there, this is part of a global grant vocational training team on economy, on waste management for a circular economy. There 3 months ago, we had this safari. It was so interesting how the animals, the wildlife, we were told by our guide, how the animals were protecting themselves and protecting another animal. You can't see here, but this entire herd, there will be this one person, one animal, here, right in front here. You see him with the big horn, large horn here? And you see the rest? No, they're just, these are all females. Don't worry about they having so many, but they are supposed to be protecting. Don't laugh, kids. I know you're laughing because of the bus trip. Anyway, this is, the male is protecting a herd of female. And when there is another male who comes into the territory, he actually chases the guy out to protect his herd. But when we were going further, there was another lonely male outside, a young looking animal. And we said, why is he out of his herd? The reason is that's a young male and he is supposed to be out of his herd to start creating his own herd. So it's just like we have youth, I think in Asia, until and unless your son or daughter is married, that you get them out of the house. Otherwise, they're always under your roof. But in the Western world, I think 18 years old, out you go and fend yourself. So it's a different culture. In the animal world, when they come to that age, they too send their male out, and you go and create your own herd, and you go and protect your own community. So interesting. And I thought we just go safari to see the animals. But when you hear about their lifestyle, I think I was so happy to spend 2 days with the animals and 1 day with humans. So, even the zebra, the way they have their food is to protect the insects below. So they always a higher level to eat the berries that would be it's a poison to insects, but not to the giraffe, sorry, not zebra, giraffe. So it's the ability to pause. And if you see the character of the giraffe, when it goes to a certain place, it pauses. It looks for something, it moves around, the agility to think. And you just look the characters of these, how they behave. I mean, we are from the animal world, but we are supposed to be the intelligent being. But sometimes we get out of space. So my giraffe is back. And this is the group that went. And you know all these statues there? And it's actually the tomb of the white, the black, what do you call it? Rhinos that were killed. And there's only left one white rhino. So this is the recognition, and we were there because even within the animal kingdom, there's a way of preventing violence. If the animals can do it, why can't we? So it was a very interesting, and it's like when the four of us were there, this is the team from Malaysia, from the university. We were just like, it's so safe. You have these animals, wild animals around you, but you feel so safe. How many of us can say that in a community today, when we walk out, people feel safe? We talk about women and children that are kidnapped. We talked about kids that are trafficked. Don't happen in Rotary. That's why we have peace builders. We have different action rooms on human trafficking, slavery, and things like that. So if you're active with it, that'll be good of you. So we have 3 things that are always talked about when we talk about the 3 Ps. It's about yourself, that's personal. It's about the people that you're going to deal with, the relationship. And thirdly, partners, because in Rotary, we have to have partners. So we talk about people is peace that you need to have, like I said. So we talk about people, how you build that relationship with your own board members, your club members, your families, your children, right? It starts from there. If you can't build that people relationship, how are you going to step out of your door? First, you step out of your own bedroom. That's yourself. Then you step out of your bedroom to your hall. That's your family, your friends. And then you step out of your house. That's your partnership with the community. So we are actually translating what we do to ourselves to the community. So everything else starts with us. So when we share this with the community, we are sharing it with sincerity. Sincere leadership is very important because we always hear this. This person in public is a different person. But when they get home, it's a different animal. because you do not subscribe to what you talk to public, you're the best person in the world, but when you get home, you do not have peace. You're so stressed. You're thinking of how to run down the person next day. Right? So when you do that, it's so difficult. But when you get together, how we got in Ajanta, I didn't know Namata from Nepal, I didn't know our friends from Deepak from Assam. And she's one amazing lady, even today. Deepak, could you stand for us, Deepak, please? The day we saw her until today, she's always such a colorful, lovely lady, and she's so dressed up. And we're such an amazing person. And our friends, we all met them at this trip. But when we went together, we just connect. Because we speak the same language of service. We speak the same language of relationship. We speak the same language of leadership. They're just Rotarians. And so, my friends, it is so important that start with ourselves. Start with us. Love yourself first. It's okay to be selfish, but love yourself first. And then you will find that loving the next person is so easy. It's not difficult. Thank you very much.
Thank you, past District Governor, Rotarian Siti Subedar, for reminding us that mental peace is the foundation upon which world peace is built. Inner calm is the first step towards outer space. May I invite AIPIF leader Mr. Syed Abdul Ali Hassani on the stage. I request Rotarian Party to escort him. Thank you. And now we turn to a powerful movement that echoes the spirit of global brotherhood, AIPIF, All India Peace and Integration Forum. AIPIF has worked relentlessly to strengthen communal harmony, promote interfaith understanding, and champion non-violence as a way of life. Please welcome AIPIF leader Mr. Syed Abdul Ali Hassani to share his insights on AIPIF movement. Before that, may I request Mr. Huzaifa Khan to introduce Mr. Syed Abdul Ali Hassani.
Good morning to one and all intellectuals present over here. It's my honor to introduce Mr. Abdul Ali Hassani, a man whose life is a living testament to the power of ideas, compassion, and moral courage. Mr. Syed Abdul Ali Hassani Nazwi joins us today not as a distant dignitary, but as a fellow traveler in the work of peace, education, and human dignity. Eminent educationist and a thought leader, Mr. Abdul Ali has spent decades guiding families, mentoring educators, and advising academics, institutions with clarity and purpose. As an All India coordinator and a spokesperson of All India Payame Insaniyat Forum, he has built bridges across the communities and brought a steady, far-sighted voice to normal and international national conversation on social harmony. What sets him apart is a rare combination of intellect and humility. He speaks from scholarship and experience, yet always with a human heart, advocating ethical values, human dignities, and social responsibilities in the way that inspires action rather than a merely applause. His work has helped transform classrooms, strengthen families, and calm tensions by reminding us of our shared responsibilities to one another. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sayyid Abdul Ali Hassani Nadwi to the podium. We are truly fortunate that he has taken time to be with us today, and we look forward for the guidance and inspiration that he will show. Thank you.
In the name of Creator, the most gracious, the most beneficial, and I would like to extend my heartfelt thank to Rotary Club, to the management of Rotary Club, and I'm really glad that I've been given this opportunity to stand before you and say a few words about All India Payame Insaniyat Forum. Basically, All India Payame Insaniyat Forum is a movement launched by Maulana Ali Mia Sahab, rahimahullah. Maulana Ali Mia Sahab is a known person. He was one of the finest scholars of previous century, one of the most famous Muslim scholars across the globe, and he launched this NGO, this organization called All India Payame Insaniyat Forum as an antidote to communal hatred, discrimination, and the prejudicial mentality that has been developing rapidly after the partition of the country. So the main purpose of this organization, All India Payame Insaniyat Forum, is to unite people on the platform of humanity. Because there is no bigger topic, there is no topic beautiful than humanity, and this is a common platform. We are all people from different backgrounds, from different religions, from different colors, complexions, caste and creeds, from north and south, from east and west, from UP and Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra, from every state. This is a common subject, the most beautiful one that can unite us. And as we are standing here, we are uniting here, we are representing here humanity. So Maulana Ali Mia Sahab wanted to help humanity. He wanted to unite people, and he used to say that if there is no unity in diversity, we know that India is the most diverse country. Currently the most diverse country, and I would say India is the most diverse country in the history of human beings. There is no diverse country more diverse than India. And if there is no unity in diversity, that diversity will lead us to mischief, that diversity will lead us to hate, that diversity will lead us to adversity. And if there is unity in diversity, then that diversity will lead us to strength and power. So if we want to be powerful enough, if we want to be in the competence with the world, with the superpowers, then the first thing that we need to do is to unite. And Maulana Ali Mia Sahab chose this subject, humanity, because every person needs it. Humanity is an essential part of every human being. Humanity is an essential ingredient of every single human being. If a human being does not contain humanity, he does not deserve to be called a human being. If someone is hating someone, if someone is discriminating against someone, then you need to make it show that that person is not going to be called a human being. He does not deserve to be called a human being. So Maulana used to say that first of all we need to purify our hearts, because once the heart is purified, once the heart is sound, the whole body is sound, no matter what you are wearing, black or white. If your heart is not sound, if your heart is dusted and dirty, then no matter what you wear, a black fine coat and a blazer and sherwani like me, it is not going to help you, and it is not going to help humanity either. But first of all, we need to purify our heart. We need to purify our mind. We need to purify our conscience in order to be able to love each other. And believe me, this is a social mechanism of humanity, that no human being in the world can live a day of life without being cooperated by each other. No matter how hateful is someone, he cannot live a single day of life without being cooperated by each other. Our former president Maulana Rabi Sahab used to give an example that like a cloth that we are wearing is made of cotton. The cotton grows in the field. We don't know the farmer who grows the cotton. We don't know the manufacturer. We don't know the wholesaler. We don't know the retailer, but we wear it. We don't know the religion of that farmer. We don't know the caste of that farmer. We don't know the color and complexion of that farmer. We don't know which region he belongs to. We wear it because we need. We can't live a single day of life without being cooperated by each other. That is a social mechanism of the world, the social mechanism of humanity. So my dear brothers and sisters, we need to unite, we need to love each other without loving, without compassion, without lenience, and without being cooperated by each other. As I told you, a human being cannot live, a human being cannot even survive. And believe me, the best among us are those who benefit each other. And a person who cannot benefit others is like a form of an ocean. A form of ocean might be the most useless thing in the world. It cannot be used. It goes in vain. If we become benefitless, if we can't help each other, then we become like a form of an ocean. We will go in vain. Our life is not going to benefit us. Our life is not going to benefit each other as well. So Maulana Ali Mian Sahab launched this movement, All India Payam Insaniyat Forum. He was a busy person. He used to travel to more than 10 or 20 countries each year. But whenever he was invited to attend a program on this topic, All India Payam Insaniyat Forum, on the message of humanity, he used to attend it. Even if he needs to go to a rural place, even if he needs to go to a small district, he used to attend it. Because he thought that this is the need of the hour. This is the need of the generation. This is the need of the country. And we have to stand for it. We have to work for it. And words are not sufficient. If we speak a lot of words, if we discuss a lot of things, well, this is a step forward. This is a step forward. But if we suffice to those words and will not come on practical ground, then those words are not sufficient. We have to combine the words with the actions. Actions speak louder than the words. We have to come out of our comfort zone. We have to come out of our small circle of life. We all are living in a small circle of life. We have to think for others. We have to live for others. That's why human beings are created. That's why human beings are distinguished. And that's why human beings are, dignified. Because they work for each other, they think for each other, and they relentlessly help to each other. So my dear fellow human beings, my dear fellow countrymen, I'm here standing right before you just to remind you that we all are human beings, irrespective of all those differences that we share of color and complexion, religion, region, and all other things as well. We might have different ideologies, but there is a common subject that we all unite for, and that common subject is humanity. That common subject is the language of love that we all speak. And we all have to speak that language of love, that language of compassion, that language of lenience, that language of beneficial ability that that God gifted us. So we need to come out of our small circle of life. We need to purify our hearts. And every person who is presented here, who happen to be very influential in his respective domain. So God give you influence, God give you impact, God give you respect to do what? To do good for the humanity, to do good for your fellow human beings. And the country that we are living in is basically based, Maulana Ali Mia Sahib himself used to say to every single social, religious or communal person who used to visit to him, he used to say to him that the country is basically based and the foundations of the country are laid down on three basic principles. One is secularism, the second one is democracy, and the third one is non-violence. Secularism in the context of the country is that we have to tolerate other religions, we have to tolerate other beliefs, we have to tolerate other systems of life. And we have to be respectful to every single citizen of the country, no matter what clothing he is wearing, no matter what religion he belongs to, no matter what region he belongs to. We have to love each other, we have to be respectful to each other, and that is what secularism is all about. And then democracy. Democracy is opportunity. Democracy is like people have been given the opportunity to participate in the welfare of the country and to participate in vote also. And then non-violence. Non-violence is the most important thing for a country to flourish. If there is violence, believe me, a country cannot flourish. If there is violence, believe me, a country cannot develop. If there is violence, believe me, we cannot walk together. We have to maintain non-violence. We have to maintain love. We have to maintain compassion. We have to maintain lenience to each other. We have to lean to each other. We have to communicate to each other. We have to come on a common platform like humanity. And we have to discuss things. We have to rectify our mistakes. We have to purify our hearts. And then things will happen. Things will happen and we need to make our way out. We need to work for humanity. All India Payam-e-Insaniyat Forum has been working relentlessly since 1974 until now. And I hope that we are going to work until the last breath for the sake of humanity. We don't work for any particular religion. We don't work for any particular region. We don't work for any particular caste or creed. We work for humanity. We work for blacks and whites. We work for Hindu and Muslim. Maulana Ali Mia Sahib used to say that we want to strengthen the country and we want to unite the people through our welfare works. So we are doing welfare works, but the ultimate message and the ultimate purpose of us is to unite people, is to promote love, is to promote compassion, is to promote humanity. That's why we are working for humanity. And that's why we have been working since 1974 and this is 2026. And I'm requesting you to pray for us that we are going to work until the last breath. And I want to pass this message to all of you that all of you are essential part of humanity. All of you are influential in your respective domain. So do your bit. I'm not going to say that every person has to do a revolutionary work, but every person has to do his bit or her bit. Every person who is happen to be here is influential. So we have to work and we have to do our bit. We have to play our role and we have to play a huge part, whatever we can do to work for humanity and to the welfare of the country. Thank you for all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hassani, for your profound message and for showing or showcasing how peace can become a collective responsibility, a movement that unites, not divides. To conclude the speaker's session, we turn our attention to a remarkable initiative that embodies Rotary's vision of borderless friendship. We welcome Rotarian Anil Ghai from RC Kashipur Corbett, RI District 3110, India, to enlighten us about the inspiring project. May I request Rotarian Amit Vaidya to come on the stage to introduce Rotarian Anil Ghai.
Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, respected Rotarians, and esteemed peace advocates. It is an honor to present a visionary leader whose work reflects Rotary's highest ideas of global harmony and human understanding, past Assistant Governor, multiple Paul Lillis Fellow, Rotarian Anil Ghai, Charter President of the Rotary Club of Kashipur Corbett, RID 3110, globally recognized as Rotary Peace Builder Club. Rotarian Anil serves in the pivotal leadership roles of District Chairman, International Peace Committee 2526, and Co-Chair, District Friendship Exchange Committee, where he has been instrumental in advocating cross-border fellowship, intercultural dialogue, and peace-focused initiative across Rotary world. A respected international voice, he has represented District 3110 with distinction at Rotary International Convention in Melbourne and Singapore, where he was invited to share his insights in dedicated peace sessions, testament of his credibility and influence in the global peace ecosystem. Last Rotary year, he carried forward his honor on an even larger stage as brand ambassador of RID 3110 at RI Convention in Calgary, representing the Indian chapter of the Rotarians Action Group for Peace and delivering an address on peace building before a global audience. He further amplifies Rotary's outreach through his leadership as director of the Indus Peace Park and the Rotary Endowment Women Fellowship, while also representing RID 3110 in inter-country committees helping build diplomatic bridges across nations. In his ambassadorial role, Rotarian Anil has been entrusted to strengthen Rotary Family Exchange, enhance Rotary Friendship Exchange, and explore meaningful global grant collaboration while international districts, expanding District 3110's global footprint in service and peace. A connector, a catalyst, and a committed peace builder, multiple Power Alliance Fellow Rotarian Anil Ghai stands as a distinguished Rotarian who continues to elevate Rotary's mission of goodwill and international understanding. Please join me in warmly welcoming Rotarian Anil Ghai, a principal leader of global representative of Rotary's peace vision and a true ambassador of service.
Good morning. It's been wonderful. I start with Rotary Club of Aurangabad Metro for hosting such a wonderful, inviting me from my club in the bottom of Himalayas. President Varmaji. So that he's not here, Ragini. I must pay my regards to Chandrakantji for communicating with me. My friend from Guwahati, Delhi, Simona from Italy, Namrataji from Nepal, and my Kuala Lumpur Rotarians. I've been to your place and addressed 7 clubs. Ruby had hosted me, and I know Bindi and Kiranjit very well. Monaji and Hassan have done wonderful. I start with, I'm a charter president, formed a club 28 years back, called Rotary Club of Kashipur Corbett, named after a great hunter, Corbett. I want to present this, my club flag, to the president of the club which is hosting. So I come to you. This is a flag, token of love, affection, which I brought specially. Okay. That's a great to receive this. I also share with you that we from the Rotary Club of Kashipur Corbett and from Rotarians from Pakistan, past Assistant Governor Simran, and Tony, past District Governor from London, we formed another E-Club known as Rotary E-Club of Winter Havens, Florida. And it's in America, and we went to Orlando all the way to take the charter of this, and we are glad to tell you that we have members from 8 countries, 4 continents, including Pakistan and other countries. So this is another flag for you, President. Thank you very much. Okay. Much has been said how to gain peace. Welcome, Sudhani. I'm here how we are doing something on platform of Rotary. I am a lawful citizen of my country. I nowhere bypass my country rules, and within the framework of my national integrity, whatever we do under the permission of Rotary. This is District Governor Delhi and myself. Just hold on here. Kartarpur Sahib is a corridor. This is 3 kilometers inside Pakistan. And you'll be glad that an Indian is allowed to go there with the permission of Government of India and Pakistan for a day visit. And he has to come back in the evening. No passport stamping is done, but passport is compulsory. You must have a passport. So you have to apply 15 days before the day you want to enter. Government of India grants you a permission letter and proper custom checking, my immigration, etc. is done here. And then, just hold this here, please. No. And then you are permitted there to go. And, okay. And when you go there, you can meet the Pakistanis there because it is in the Pakistan, they are allowed to come there. And you can meet them. So this is one way where we Rotarians are going. And last year, this is a group of Rotarians which went from India. We were about 30 in one group, and in another group there were 40, another group. So this group was led by District Governor of Delhi, Trikha, past District Governor Trikha, now he's passed. And this is Rotarian Salim Khan from Lahore. And this is the lady, other lady is a doctor. And she had brought all the contingents from Pakistan there. And can you believe we were 30, 40, and they were 100. And they have to drive about 3 hours from Lahore and 7 hours from Islamabad, and they just come to meet us. What a peace more than this is from the heart. Nobody is paying them. Nobody is forcing them. They are not getting any marks. Like if you go there, you will get this. They don't get anything, but they are coming. This shows that peace prevails through Rotary, through friendship. This is Kartarpur Sahib, and this year Unite for Good is another example for this, an initiative of peace, fellowship, and unity across the border. So this is one way your Aurangabad Rotary Club should take up the matter. And I was speaking to past district governor Sudhir ji, and he promised me that he will definitely like to send a trip. All you have to do is, from here you have to go to Amritsar, and from there you have to take a bus or a taxi. It takes about 1.5 hours, and you go to a place called Nana. And from there, the bus, Indian bus takes you there, and at a 0 level, you put your step here, and the Pakistani bus receives you and takes you free to the temple. And the lunch is served by the Gurdwara, and it's a place to visit. You really see something and you learn something what Guru Nanak Dev has been doing. Kartarpur Sahib is located in Pakistan, Punjab province, and it is a resting place of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, founder of Sikhism. It is where Guru Nanak spent 17 years of his life. For Indian devotees, Kartarpur Sahib holds deep emotional and spiritual importance despite of being 4.7 kilometers from India-Pakistan border. Access was restricted for decades due to geopolitical reasons, but now it is open. Government of India-Pakistan opened Kartarpur corridor, a visa-free border crossing along Indian pilgrim is there. The safe passage has become symbol of hope. Visiting Kartarpur Sahib is not just a pilgrim, it is a journey of healing and reconciliations. Rotary Club of Ahmedabad, that's quite near to you. We had done this, and Rajiv Gulati, president, led the team, and we had taken this team there to Kartarpur. Collaboration across the borders, we coordinated Indus Peace Park Society, for which I am a director. You will be very surprised at what imagination we have imagined. After visiting a park in Canada and USA, where the Canadians go in the morning and come back, we thought of the similar thing that across the Kartarpur, if we could also form a park where the Rotarians could meet, invite the Rotarians, and who can come there, visit us and meet us. So we are under the process, and Indus Peace Park, you'll be surprised that people from Canada, a Canadian white people have taken up this, and they are prepared to donate benches and everything, provided Government of India allows us. Let's see how we progress. This is all the pictures are there. These are Indian people with the Pakistani Rotarians who come in great on their own. This is 100 Rotarians attended, 34, we were 34 from India, and there were 60 from Pakistan. Traveled up to 1400. Some people came from Peshawar and Karachi just to meet them, just show their Rotary spirit and how the peace. It's symbolic flag exchange was there, shared a langar, a scared meal offered by Gurdwara. This was the district governor of 50, there 3050, who had given me a chance to provide the complete package and to take them there, and we did it. I'm not a travel agent at all, but yes, my family originated, we left a place called Chakwal, where our former Prime Minister also belonged to, about 70 years back. And on the platform of Rotary, I went there. I traced my father's friend. I traced my house, and my father's name was still written. I traced my petrol pump, which my father left, and I found the explosive license. We had given the keys to the manager and said we'll come after 1 or 2 months when the situation will end. Nobody went back. And I could go there, meet my father's friends, and meet my friends there, and now those people come here, and similarly many people have gone from Delhi there who originate from Delhi. This is another pictures of the same. Now you keep doing. After. Next. Peace is not just a dream. This is friendship, goodwill, peace visit Kartarpur. This we had done on March 1, 2025. This year also, on the 23rd February, again the groups are going. This is Rotary Club of Lahore, Garrison, Rotary Club of Lahore, Shadman, Rotary Club of Samarol, Lahore. These all Rotary Club members, you'll be surprised, they all came there to meet us. And for your small information, there were 23 Hindu members, Rotarians who had come there. And many of them were past president. This lady doctor was a president of a club who had traveled for 8 hours. Same. This is again the same. This is the Gurdwara. This is the governor of the place which we had taken. Now you can see this is the Indian side. How happy are the Rotarians? They are all Rotarians. Going to. Yeah. I didn't get it. This time we will positive. Next. These are all, this is again Gandhi March, which we are doing on 22 ashrams which Gandhiji did. We have traveled on feet, and this is led by yesterday you saw him. He's Dr. Sam Hancock. He's leading it. All the 22 ashrams of Gandhiji, we are putting peace poles there. Next, please. The same there. This is again Rotary Club of Lahore people welcoming us Rotarians from India, and with the Gurdwara on the background. These are all the green coat is from Pakistan, the other ones from India. This is polio. We are campaigning there also, polio. See, this is the pinning from the Pakistan Rotarians to the Indian Rotarians. This is Indus Peace Park. This is past district governor Shahzad, and he's also a director with me, and he represents from Pakistan. We are doing on this Indus Peace Park, maintaining peace, a recognized body, maintaining peace among Rotarians and spreading message of peace in elite literacy class. We have no political background. We don't interfere in any of the politics. This is, I'm trying to show you how warmth is there being a Rotarian. You can see the level pins of Rotary. Next. This is Indus Peace Park. This is past president, my junior from Rajiv Gulati. These are all Rotarians. This is Indus Peace Park doing this. Now I also represent inter-country community. That's a platform of Rotary recognized ICC. And I'm here representing past district governor Deepak Talwarji, and I extend my invitation from your club and your district to join ICC also. Lastly, I want to invite you, I represent for the Taipei Convention. We are promoting Taipei, and yesterday Sudhirji confirmed me. And if anybody from your side is going to Taipei, please let me know. We are forming a group of members going to Taipei, and those members will be specially recognized on the peace platform. The biggest show cause stall there and of Rotary will be of peace. You'll find a peace park in Taipei, the biggest one. You can visit there. I'm leaving my card there. Please contact me. Thank you very much. And I must extend my warm gratitude to Ragini ji, Vandana ji, Sudha ji, and Chandrakant ji for having organized this conference so very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rotarian Anil Khai, for showing us that peace can be built not through treaties, but through trust, one friendship, one project at a time. Now I request representative of each club on the stage for flag exchange. Please come on the stage, representative of each club to flag exchange. I request Rotarian Vandana Vakchore to do the flag exchange.
This is for the Nepal.
Let us cheer them. A round of applause from you.
I would like to invite somebody from Kuala Lumpur to share a flag with me. Please, with the past district governor. Come. Yes, for you. Yeah. Now you have this. Come. Thank you.
Flag exchange will be done from our club, host club first. After that, representative of other clubs can exchange their flag. The access of violence, perfect is part of our life, is how we live and how we prevent violence. We are structuralists, institutions that are just functional, not polarized, free from corruption, and that ensure legality. What is legality? We are talking about possibilities, environment where there is social justice, and where there is equality, there is equal distribution, there is no discrimination, and legality, respect, the compliance with law, with legal principles is fundamental as well. And then we have cultural needs, a global and local culture that rejects conflict as a government logic, invests in education and personal proactivity. However, there is another component.
Can we adhere, I request to adhere the time, and then we'll have the rest of the flag exchange. First, let the host club exchange their flags, and then we can do it later on.
I would like to take your attention, please, on this flag. I would like to take your attention, please. The picture on this flag, you are saying, it is from Aurangabad Caves. It is from Aurangabad Caves. The lady in the center, she is the queen, and beside her, 3 ladies from left side and 3 ladies from the right side. They are playing music and they are pleasing her. They are pleasing her. So it is the picture of from Aurangabad Caves, queen and her friends who are playing music and pleasing her. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mona. A very quick flag exchange. As per the Rotarian Siti Subeda, can I request her to do the flag exchange first with the host club president, Rotarian Vandana Vakchore. May I request Rotarian Namrata Sharma from Nepal to come on the stage, and she'll have the flag exchange. With, oh, she needs to give the flag. Sorry. Can you please come on the stage? I request Rotarian Deepa Shridas Sarkar also to come on the stage to get the flag from Rotarian CP Subeda. Thank you.
Thank you. To formally conclude this session, may I request Rotarian Satish Lonekar to deliver the vote of thanks. Rotarian Satish Lonekar.
Good morning, everyone. Very good morning. I am Rotary Satish Lonekar, serving as a district secretary for 2025-26. It's my honor to present before a vote of thanks for session 3 of Inner Peace and Movements. President, Rotary Club of Aurangabad Metros, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Rotary Vandana Vaksore, Secretary Praveen Shende, Conference Chair Rotary Ragini Kandapure, visionary promoter of this conference, Rotary Chandrakanji Chaudhary, distinguished speakers, dignitaries, Rotarians and dear delegates. On the behalf of District 3132 International Peace, Goodwill and Conflict Prevention Conference 2026, it's my privilege to present the vote of thanks for this enriching, thoughtful, provoking session, Inner Peace and Movements. This morning, the session took place on a meaningful inwards and outward journey, reminding us that peace begins within the individuals and flourish through the collective actions. First and foremost, I extend my deepest gratitude to PDG Rotary and CP's Subaiya Mustafa from the Rotary Club Central Damansara District 3300 from Malaysia for her insightful and compassionate address on mental well-being. Her reflection beautifully reinforced the truth that peaceful world can be only built on the emotionally balanced and mentally healthy individuals. Thank you, PDG City, for the sharing the global wisdom with such warmth and clarity. I equally thank All India Payam Insaniyat Forum, AIPIF, for your AIPF movement. Your inspiring message reminds that the peace is not merely an idea but a movement driven by the unity, dialogue, and share the responsibility. Your work toward the interfaith harmony and national integration will embody the spirit of peace and goodwill. I sincerely appreciate Rotarian Anil Ghai from Rotary Club Kashipur, Corbett, District 3110, India, enlightening about the visionary initiative of Industry Spark and Cross-Border Fellowship. Your presentation demonstrates how the friendship beyond the borders and trust beyond the division can transform ideas into impactful realities. I would like to acknowledge and thank Rotarian Varsha Pitti Madam, Rotary Club of Janla President, Mr. Hufeza Khan, Rotarian Amit Vaidya for graceful and thoughtful introduction of our esteemed speakers. Rotarian Prafulla Patil is escorting with the distinguished speakers onto the dais, anchor Rotarian Mona Bhumkar, Rotarian Hassan Siddiqui, whose seamless coordination and sensitivity added the depth of and flow of this session. Finally, I thank all the delegates and participants for your attentive presence and thoughtful engagement, and your participation gives the purpose to every word spoken from this stage. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Satish Lonekar. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now take a short tea and coffee break. May I request all the delegates to kindly reassemble by 11 a.m., that is 15 minutes from now, and we will be commencing the next session, release of magazine on sharp 11 a.m. Thank you and please enjoy your tea break.